Hi everyone, I am Leandra Joseph and today I am going to give you 10 rules of academic writing. This session can be useful to you when you write your assignments or your research. Rule number 1. Use third person language. Do not use first person perspective such as I, you, me, we or us. If you wish to refer to yourself in the assignment, you can use words such as the writer or the author. This helps to ensure your writing stays objective. You have to make sure that your writing is not only your opinion, but it is a collection of opinions from different authors and past researchers. It is not biased. Use a formal tone and choice of words. So make sure that your writing is not in talking language, but it is an official piece of document and it has to have a formal tone to it. Do not use slang expressions and always write words in full. So again, it is an official piece of work, so it is always better to use the full form of words in your writing. Rule number 2. Apply correct spelling, grammar and punctuation. In good academic writing, you must try your best to avoid incorrect use of tenses, spelling errors, incorrect use of punctuation and quotation marks, incorrect use of singular and plural, poor sentence structures. These may seem very simple, but it is kind of hectic when it comes to a 2500 or 5000 piece of work. So you are required to pay attention to minor details as well, such as the spelling, grammar and punctuation, and make sure that you read your sentences as and when you type it into your assignment. Rule number 3. Use precise and concise language. Academic writing must be precise. It must be direct and to the point. Do not be tempted to add big words to your assignment. So your assignment has to be simple and make sure that the reader is able to understand which points you are trying to put across. Your writing should be clear and to the point. Do not try to use extra words to increase your word count. So it is very easy to go off track and talk about something which is irrelevant in the assignment, but make sure that your assignment is to the point and you are writing what is required in the assignment brief. Rule number 4. Structure your writing. Try and group similar ideas and concepts together. So if you see two authors as having the same opinion or similar opinions, then put it together in the same paragraph. Use paragraphs to divide different sections. Use the first sentence of each paragraph to introduce a theme. This is to give the reader an idea of what you're trying to say in that particular paragraph. Ensure that sections and paragraphs flow in a logical manner. So it has to flow in a particular order of your assignment, which is has been recommended to you. So make sure that the points are together and one point is not in a particular place and is continued elsewhere. Make sure that it is flowing in a logical order. Rule number 5. Write critically. Compare and contrast theories in research. There may be similar ideas and dissimilar ideas. So you have to ensure that you are writing the similar ones as well as you are contrasting it with the controversial ones. Make logical connections. Give opinions both positive and negative. So look at it in an open manner. Do not be biased in your opinion, and look at it from both the positive and the negative perspectives. Provide evidence for those opinions. This is where you will be using different resources to pinpoint that these persons said it in this way, while on the other hand these authors said this about this particular theory. Indicate gaps in theories and research. There may be certain areas which have not been researched, which have not been searched about and talked about by writers. So you have to indicate those as well when you're writing your assignment. Weigh evidence and come to conclusions. So there may be a majority of positives or majority of negatives. Whichever is more, you have to weigh them and accordingly say that this is the conclusion to this particular question. Rule number 6. Use appropriate linking words. Linking words are there to connect your sentences as well as to give an idea to the reader of what you are trying to say. These can be in the form of prepositions, conjunctions, or adverbs. Some commonly used linking words are according to, likewise, in contrast, similarly, in conclusion. These give an idea to the reader that this is the point that you're trying to put across, and it gives a logical flow in your assignment. Rule number 7. Paraphrase, summarize, and quote. To paraphrase is to rewrite something in your own words. It may be an idea from a different author, but when you're putting it in your assignment, you have to make sure that it is coming in your own words. Understand the main idea, interpret the text, and incorporate the work of others in your writing. So once you read the particular writing of a different researcher, you have to first of all understand it and then comprehend how it relates to your report and then type it in your own words. If using the exact words of an author, they must appear within inverted commas. So this is important. Try and limit the direct quotations that you're using in your assignment because it will affect your plagiarism count. It is always better to paraphrase your work. If it is essential to use a particular word or words which is from another author, make sure that they are within quotation marks. Rule number 8. Follow proper referencing format. The most commonly used referencing formats are Harvard referencing format and APA referencing format. This includes the in-text citations as well as the reference list. So you have to follow the particular referencing format prescribed by your university. It can be the in-text citations, which are the citations coming into your paragraph, into your writing, or else the in-text citations, which is the reference list. This can be seen at the end of your assignment. It is a complete list of all the resources you have used in the end of your assignment. So make sure that these in-text and in-text citations are according to the prescribed format. There are different guides to referencing which you can find. Refer these in order to reference the different types of sources that you have made use of in your assignment. Rule number 9. Avoid plagiarism. What is plagiarism? Plagiarism is using someone else's work as your own. So this is a common mistake that is done by students, and it is also the reason why many students fail to get through with their assignment. So plagiarism can be done by cutting and pasting from other sources, paraphrasing, summarizing, or quoting without a citation. So you may paraphrase it and write it in your own words. However, still you need to include the quote, the citation, but the author from whom you took that particular idea from. Even if it is a quote, you need to include the name of the author who said that particular thing or that idea or that theory in your assignment. Using images, tables, or graphs without a citation. So this is a very common thing we do. Actually, we just paste a particular image or a table in our assignment without giving proper reference to it. So even if it is an image or a table, you have to mention the source from where it is taken. It can be an online resource, it can be a textbook. Make sure that that is clearly indicated at the bottom of your image. Reusing own work which has been previously marked. Again, a common mistake which is done by us. So it can be that you have submitted the same piece of work into a different university for a different program, and yes, you put in a lot of study hours for that and you worked hard on that, and you cannot resubmit that same piece of work for a different program. This is a common mistake done. So if you are submitting this via a plagiarism software, immediately it will detect that and say that you have plagiarized. If you are using work for which you have put in a lot of effort in previous programs, make sure that you are paraphrasing it and you are adjusting it in order to suit the particular content in your current assignment. The final rule is rule number 10. Do not forget to proofread. Read your document from start to end to correct any typos. So there can be some common spelling errors, things that we did not anticipate, mistakes here and there. Read your document from start to end before you send it. This will improve your academic writing and language accuracy. We can check our document from time to time, but however, once we put all the content together, it is important to read it 1 or 2 times to make sure that we have included all that we had to include and we have deleted all the unnecessary content. This is usually the very last step before sending off your work for marking or evaluation. So we have come to the end of our session. Thank you for watching us. I hope this video was useful to you. I am Leandra Joseph and I am wishing you all a pleasant day.